Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Florida Gators offense takes the field for the first time today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Bickley. Back open in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Gators line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This one's complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Gators are marching down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? He wants to throw it again. Fires it down the seam. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll try to take it back. Past the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers!
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Looking downfield, it's Bickley. Finding the... And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense trying to keep the quarterback standing up straight.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Buys a little time. On the move to the right, and looking for a big one. Ball's in the deep ball. Touchdown, Florida! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
So Auburn's offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
This crowd on hinge, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
When you're a return specialist, you're trying to make huge plays. You only get a couple cracks out of the game. You want to make something happen. Unfortunately, he put on the turf. At least his team recovered. But I will say this, the conversation on the sideline, it won't be fun with the special teams coach.
Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Toss to the outside. He breaks the tackle. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so...
There he goes! Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Quarterback making checks. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Pulls and fires complete to the right. At the 35, he's open. Oh, out of space. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's going for the goal line. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Gator! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Got it in the middle. It's Hilliard. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. To the air on first down. Got his man down the middle.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Snagged out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third and short, the power run here. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. What were you... Oh, there was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Looking for a man, it's Bickley. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first two possessions. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He unleashes a long one. He's got it for a big play. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's a great idea by this defense, man. 3rd down, it's money down. Where are they going to go? They're going to go to their go-to guy. And what does the defense do? They double team him, take him away, and force the 4th down.
The end zone. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Makes it past the marker. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss it.
Looking to take a shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he motors into the end
This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Handoff to the lone back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what
he's going to throw deep right side. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Auburn! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like,
turning on the Jets. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes the grab on the big throw. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Bickley. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Rushes on him. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They'll start this drive going to the air, using the back as a receiver on the screen. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. One more snap coming before halftime. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Turns it loose. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner will be brought down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. They believe they can run right here. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Complete to the left. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
Man, it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Pulls and fires complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Looking for a man. It's Bickley. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like a...
Breaks into the open. And he's still running after the move. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get from the gun, wants to pass. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football when that thing bounces, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
And this one is perfect. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. With the catch, it's Thomas. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot against zone coverage, covered 3, and that corner, he's got the deep third of the field, so he's watching the quarterback the entire time. He sees the ball thrown, he's able to react to it and come away with the pick.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Going to take a shot. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Auburn lines up quickly.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The RPO, fire complete to the left. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Give to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter.
Tight end trying to get in. Touchdown, Auburn. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David, if they can add to it on this drive. It would turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. give to the lone running back. Past the first down marker and still running. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to scramble. Gets rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Pulls it in. It's Wyatt. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being fit.
He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Going right to work up top. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. And this defense is going to have to sell out to stop the run and try to get the ball back one last time. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That defensive front just flat whipped him as they knock him down for a big loss. And the Gators send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Makes the catch. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get done. And the Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. He's got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to throw it. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, and just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Bickley. Finds his back in the middle. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they don't connect on that throw, but you're seeing the 2-minute drill live and in full effect for this offense, something they practice each and every single week, looking for the sidelines, using the clocks, understanding the timeout situation. But these are plays they feel like...
Oh, there's an alley on the left. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. Looking downfield on first down. He's got the back in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. It's on target and complete. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea.
Touchdown, Florida! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Well, the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And he added the extra point. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. So here comes the Auburn offense. Time's running out, Jesse. They're in a world of trouble, but as long as you've got a few ticks, there's a chance.
And they've got a quarterback, David. Just going to have to come down to some good old-fashioned heroics, right? Can't take a sack. You're going to have to buy time, and you're going to have to make some...
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. and he's got to make a play. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. Second down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on third down.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
Well, you look at the clock. We've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of ladder.
And down he goes. Had a chance to pull one out of the fire, and the defense slammed the brakes on it, and that's going to do it. There's a long and storied history.